How's it going, YouTube? Wow, I can actually go live on YouTube from my phone? What? This is something new. I thought I had to have 1,000 subscribers to do this. Alright, well, I know it's like almost 6 in the morning. Probably not a lot of you that's up and moving around and whatnot. But I don't know, maybe you guys will see the little video after. Anyway, it's Corey the Random Guy with you. Sitting here at work. I got done with what I was doing in my building, and now I'm just kind of hiding. So I don't get off work till like 6:15. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. So I lost internet at home. Everything's still behind. Updating everything on radio wise is on hold at this point, because I've got bills that I'm still way behind and whatnot. So yeah, well, now that I know I can go live on my phone through YouTube, this is gonna be great. This is awesome. I see somebody came in. How's it going? Whoever came in. Show me the chats. What? All messages are visible. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it'll show me the chats. Whoever came in here, go ahead and chime in and say something. Make sure my chats are actually working. See, I got 2 people in here now. Ah, David. All right. So, David, and whoever else is in here. Why is it? Would have kept it up there. All right. So this is a shock to me. Clerk, just too early to be doing this. Yeah, I hear you. Oh man. All right. So update the job that I have now. I'm an overnight janitor at a college here in town. I took an overnight job just because that during the day there's a lot of appointments and stuff like that when it comes to my wife, my stepson, and all that. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've got my earbud in, so I don't know if it's actually using the earbud or if it's using my phone. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that's the deal. I lost internet at home. I don't have internet anymore at home. Got way behind on the bill. Still way behind on my insurance for the car too. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. It has been absolute weird, to say the least. So, all right, cool. Appreciate that, David, for confirming my audio. I hear Zello going. Zello's still going in the background, but yeah. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Hemphead, how's it going there, buddy? Glad you decided to join. I'm tired, guys. I really am. This overnight crap is for the birds, but I know I have to do it. I don't know. I really don't even know what to say. But, you know what? Regardless of everything that's going on, I try to stay as positive as possible. And how I'm doing that is, well, every day I wake up on the right side of the ground. And that's a good thing. So there's a lot to be thankful for. The situation that we're under could be a whole lot worse than what it is. It could be, we could be living in a cardboard box. I wouldn't have the YouTube channel. I wouldn't have, communications. Our health could be a whole lot worse. So, regardless of the situation that we're under at this very moment, it could always be worse. And a lot of people anymore just go absolutely ape crap over everything that's going on. Oh, everything's so terrible. No, it's actually not. You got to look at the bottle half full, not half empty. Unfortunately, my wife's health is deteriorating. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Her health is scaring me. It is. I don't want to lose her, But I'm enjoying every moment that she's here. What am I going to do? I don't even want to think about what could come of everything. So how's everybody else doing? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys got to spend time with your family and stuff. So as far as radios go, nothing's changed really. You guys see I have a UV5R hanging out up here. Me and the wife the other night tested VHF versus UHF, and well, believe it or not, UHF worked better than VHF. And it kind of threw me for a loop because usually VHF is better at penetrating buildings and vegetation and stuff like that. But this time it didn't work as well as UHF did. I have a video clip of the communication between the UV5R and the house. According to the wife, she did say that the signal strength was about the same according to the meter on the radio at home, but the quality of it was not as good. Like, it had more static and stuff to go with it on the VHF versus UHF. So we were running MERS on VHF and running GMRS on the UHF scale. And she said that the UHF just sounded better, sounded more crisp, very, like, no static at all. She said it sounded like I was sitting right there in the driveway. So I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So it's kind of weird because the building, I don't know if you guys, I'll flip it over now. Maybe. This is the building that I work in. It's an old brick building, and there's a bunch of trees, other buildings from here to the house, but it just worked better. It was really weird. So I don't know if it's because of the way that everything is oriented, it's just bouncing the signal back to the house much more efficiently than VHF does, or what. And the ultimate test was in the elevator. The elevator, she said I was still hitting her at a 9, according to the Anytone. It was up at the 9 mark. Still the same quality, but VHF had more static. It was weird. So I'm definitely gonna look that up to see if maybe it was just a fluke, atmospheric conditions, the way that the buildings are oriented, to where the signal is flying out of the radio, hitting buildings and everything else, and basically having a direct connection, or if there's something that we're all missing here, you know. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. I am working on a server, still working on that server in the house. But I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with it. There is free Wi-Fi here in town. Unfortunately, with the little USB dongles that we have, we can't really reach it. So I think what I'm going to try to do is either I'm going to try to get a Wi-Fi extender, or build a antenna that will go outside and feed into like an extender type thing, feed it into the server, and then the computers in the house will go through a router to that server, and then the server will provide internet to the router. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I know there's a way to do it. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but you know, hey, if it gives me internet and still saves us money, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, free Wi-Fi, why not? Is there other? Oh, hang on, it disappeared on me. Daniel, I don't know if, I guess I don't understand your question. Is there other apps to chat? Oh, is there other people to chat with on those other bands? There is, depending. That just depends on if there's anybody on the radio at that point. Like I said, I work overnight, so chances are probably not. I've been scanning through pretty much all night, and I haven't really heard anybody. Unfortunately, I cannot hit a repeater from here. Just too much noise. In fact, so you're just sitting here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's my current noise floor, just sitting here. So the noise is higher. My noise floor is higher here. And I think that might have something to do with it. I'm not sure. But I have been hearing a lot of activity on FRS channels, which is the same thing as GMRS. They both of those services share the same channels, same frequencies. But I've been hearing a lot of people on FRS lately. But overnight, I don't really hear anybody. So it's kind of crazy to think about. And usually overnight, there's really nobody to talk to on 11 meters either. The radios are pretty quiet overnight. There's really nobody to talk to overnight. So I hope that answered your question. Forgive me, guys. I'm very, very tired. But I figured I've got time to kill right now and go live for a little bit. But Dan, you being out there in the boonies, you would actually have a pretty clear shot of a lot of stuff if you had like an Anytone and had channel list programmed into the thing and whatnot. If you had a kind of like an antenna kind of like mine, the Tram 1477, or even the GMRS Beam 3-element Yagi, just a tiny little thing. You can point that wherever and you'd be able to talk. I wouldn't have any doubt in my mind that you'd be able to make it to you might even be able to make it to Indianola, honestly. That one I'm not sure. I'll have to test that one day. Especially if you had a beam. I don't know, on the last video that I did, I don't know if I did say that I do have heat in this car now. I do believe I did. Not sure. Yeah, that's true. Although the antennas for those higher frequencies aren't really that bad. I think it was like 30, well, for the Nagoya that I have on top of the car, it was like $35 or something like that. I want to get a better one, but right now that's just the only thing I got. Let's see, it works okay. The Tram, I do believe, was like 50 or $60. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. And then I just used the regular coax that I've been using, the RG58, and I don't do any more runs than 50 foot. I know UHF is very picky on the type of coax, how long it is, and the type of antenna. VHF is a little bit more forgiving, and of course HF, HF is pretty hardy as it is. So once you get into the higher frequencies, it becomes more picky, and the line losses become higher. So yeah, I'm still learning the VHF UHF side of stuff, trying to figure out what makes it tick and whatnot. So it's kind of crazy. So, but this is cool. I'm glad I can go live on my phone now, because from what I understood, I had to have at least 1,000 subscribers to even go live on my phone. Because when I tried doing this, what was it, 6 months ago, I tried doing live on my phone to YouTube, and it kept saying, oh, well, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm a long way from that. So I got curious and I did it, and well, wow, look, I'm alive. So this is cool. Maybe one night, if it's early enough, I will go live and kind of show you guys what I do. This whole building that I do is, I'm in there by myself. I don't have anybody else in there. It does make some noise though. I will say that. They have said before that this whole college here is haunted. There's buildings that are worse than others. I think the dorm is behind me is worse than any of them. So, anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and get off here. I got to get ready to clock out, go home, and go to bed. So, now that I know that I can go live, I'll probably be on here more often. So, anyway, guys, thanks for joining in, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night. Or good morning, actually.